that we battle Tawny. Here we go. Isn't the Infinite ZA Royale great? I haven't had a chance for an all-out match with you since we fought to see who's the strongest Mega Evolution user. Watch me win. Oh, we'll see about that. You are challenged by Tawny of Team MZ. Ooh, it learned thunder moves, huh? It's Floette. Time to use the power of our bonds with everyone in Lumios and Mega Evolve. Let's do it. No wonder you're the strongest of us all. I'm really glad we met, you know? I couldn't have taken on the whole ZA Royale or protected Lumios if you hadn't been there. Tawny, can I have a word? Emma, yeah, sure. Must be pretty important if you came to find me. Sorry, give us a second, okay? Emma, you're sure? We need to make a stop at Quasartico HQ. Thanks for coming, both of you. Just triple checking. Tawny, your jacket was a keepsake from your mom, right? Yes, it was. Well, I found the person who gave it to your mom in the first place. That jacket was a gift from me. Yeah, Vinny. Oh, wow. Yeah, same. Same reaction. I'm sorry? Tawny, I'm quite sure that your mother was my daughter. Your mother worked to develop hologram technology, did she not? That's right. Your mother and we disagreed over the direction in which this company was moving. She left, saying that she had her own research she wished to pursue. Yes, she worked hard at that research, all while caring for me when I was just a kid. It was a lot for her to handle on her own. I think she ended up work doing work for Team Flare or maybe getting support from Lysander. Is it true that your mother's research contributed to the invention of Team Flare's hologram devices? The very same research enabled us to develop our own holotech here at Quasartico Inc. Even though she chose to walk a separate path, still we find these points of intersection. Life truly is curious at times. So Mom's hard work helped make the wild zones and everything possible, but she burned herself out doing all that. In the end, she had to go away to some faraway region to try and rest. I see, and I suppose that is where she. Yeah. I knew my mom had ties to Lumio, so I figured I'd find you or someone who knew her here. But of course, our family was not originally from Lumio City. That's why it's a struggle to find any leads. Until I noticed the jacket. I couldn't be sure at first. It has certainly seen some hard days since I'd last seen it. And of course, you've added some flair of your own. That's what prompted President Jet to enlist me to do some sleuthing for her, too. At that moment, it struck me. What if President Jet and Tawny are related to and searching for one another? My daughter, your mother, did she ever speak about me? She regretted never talking to you again after she left, and said, if I ever met you, I should tell you something. Even though you and she walked different paths, there was still so much you had in common. Noticing what you shared made life feel fuller. Even after she left, maybe especially after. If only I'd been less stubborn. If only I'd tried to reach back across that divide sooner. I I think it's all right. She'd be glad to know her message reached you at least. I must ask one thing of you, Tani. I bear a responsibility for Quasartico Inc. choosing to conceal the truth about the tower's threat from the public for so long. And so, I plan to step down as president. But the urban redevelopment plan must continue. We must make Lumio City into a place that truly belongs to both people and Pokemon. Having such continuity in the project's leadership could help the transition go a little smoother. Perhaps if someone who had been helping already were to step into my shoes, someone who was already a leader in their own right. Wait, you're not saying what I think you're saying, are you? You want me to take over as CEO of Quasartigo? Me, leading the whole company. I mean, I guess it makes some sense to keep it in the family, but you know what? Alright, I doubt Mom would have wanted me to refuse. You understand why I had to do this, right? Of course. Hey, Floette. You are listening, right? I'm gonna be really busy for a while. I probably won't have time to be a good Pokemon trainer. So, you should do like AZ would have wanted. Help me keep Lumiose safe. Thanks, Floette. Here, use this as well. Floetite. I'm so sorry to break up your team this way. It's alright. Even if we're apart for a little while, we'll always be Team MZ. I'll come give them the whole story later, but could you break the news to Lita and Naveen? I'll whip up an extra special croissant curry to make up for it, I promise. Let's all keep doing what we can to make Lumiose the best place it can be. Wow. There she is. Eternal Flower Floette. Hi, Floette. I guess we should bear the news to the gang. A being that gives and a being that takes. It's Lysander. Both actions are vital to maintaining balance, but in excess, either could destroy. My memories remain vague, indistinct, yet there is one thing I know. Long ago, I tried to give too much, but my good deeds saw no reward. I wallowed in despair, in resentment, and I decided to take everything for myself instead. Then came Zygarde, a being that seeks to correct excess, to find moderation, to restore balance. I can only imagine that is why it would save me. The one who'd fired the ultimate weapon. And now I must ask something of you. Battle me, so that I may see who you truly are as a trainer. Let's do it. I once believed that victory was the only meaning to be found from battle, but I am certain that I will enjoy battling you. Ooh, there's music. Pyro. Alright, Floette, let's do it. Mega Gyarados. He still has his ace. Excellent. I can feel the fire of your conviction burning deep within your heart. This is why we battle, to reach understanding, trainer to trainer, trainer to Pokemon, and Pokemon to Pokemon. I suppose that is why AZ, like you, wished for the ZA Royale to resume. 5 years ago, a group of children stood against me in defiance. If I had tried to understand them, perhaps I would have never fired the ultimate weapon. Zygarde. How curious. I believe it meant to beckon you to the tower. That much is what I can intuit from my experience working with Zygarde. What it wants with you at that fateful place, I cannot say. They'll be fine. Alright, let us see why Zygarde has called us to the tower. Will you battle Zygarde? I'm as ready as I'm gonna be. Whoa, okay. %100 Zygarde. Oh god. We did it. We did it. So this legendary Pokemon has joined forces with the mightiest trainer in Lumios. I thought of you two combining your power gives me hope for the future of the city. You should have this. It would allow Zygarde to change its form. Zygarde Cube. When Zygarde used its strength protecting Pokemon from the light of the ultimate weapon, its parts scattered to far-off places, absorbing the power of those lands and seeking humans who would give it aid. And now that I think of it, the move that Zygarde used when it Mega Evolved, they remind me of Z moves, like those in the Alola region. But perhaps I'm reading too much into it. Now it falls to me to ponder. What should I do with the 3,000 years I must live? To this day, I yearn to create a more beautiful world, and I will yearn for it forever. I once thought that we could achieve that world by fulfilling the materials needs of everyone. Now I know it is not so simple. An old proverb says, "It is good to feed the hungry, but better to teach them how to feed themselves." I had focused solely on what I believed the world needed, yet I lost sight of how to make it so that people can truly flourish. Thanks to what you and your Pokemon have done together, I have learned my lesson well. It is an outlandish dream, far beyond my reach, but with the 3,000 years' time, perhaps I can make it real. Much like AZ wandered far and wide across the world in search of Floette, I shall travel across vast reaches in search of ways to create the world I yearn for. When people manage to meet, it is a gift. Even living in the same time and place is no guarantee. The fact that we, and so many others, met and banded together to make Lumios a better place is something we should treasure. Barring some great change, I doubt we will meet again, but I will carry these lessons with me. Au revoir, my young friend. And that's a wrap, everyone. That is all the main missions for Pokemon Legends ZA. We came to Lumios, we made friends, we stopped another possible apocalyptic firing of some ultimate weapon, and we've managed to catch Zygarde and Eternal Flower Floette. Now we wait until the Mega Dimensions DLC. Thanks for joining us on our journey, and I will see you when we play Mega Dimensions.